How do you create a secure DMZ environment for applications that are running on VMware within private cloud or data center? This video showcases an F5 DevCentral workflow guide for configuring customer edge sites on VMware using F5 Distributed Cloud or XC Multicloud networking in the following 4 steps. Setup of XC customer edges or CEs and secure mesh sites on VMware. Exposing an app with an HTTP load balancer. Securing the app with XC WAF, bot, API, and DDoS protection, and adding a second DMZ data center for failover. The goal of this setup is to use Multicloud Network Connect to establish an efficient and secure DMZ configuration for an app that runs within a VMware environment. The main steps in the guide are for both F5 Distributed Cloud Services portal and VMware environment used for configuration. The guide also provides a sample app, Arcadia Finance, which is exposed to the internet and secured. In the first part, we set up the multi-cloud network connectivity and secure mesh sites for the VMware environment. This involves configuration of a secure mesh site in XC, then downloading and running an image to set up within the VMware data center, the VM that has the required connectivity to 2 networks. Inside network used for the app services and VMs to communicate with each other, and outside network used to connect the secure mesh site to the XC cloud. We also deploy a sample application here, as well as configure 2 secure mesh sites for failover. In the second part, we expose the application to end users. The setup involves integrating the 2 secure mesh sites into a single virtual site and adding an HTTP load balancer to expose the application to the internet and setting up load balancer pool members pointing to the IP address of origin server on our virtual site configuration earlier. Then, we add comprehensive security measures to our exposed app, including web application firewall, DDoS protection, bot and API protection, all available as F5 Distributed Cloud Services. In the end, this offloads tedious, often fragmented security controls managed at each data center to unified cloud-based controls instead. These include many advanced features, from API discovery learning from app traffic to DDoS, malicious user, and IP reputation-based protection. Lastly, we add a second data center for failover where the steps 1 through 3 can be repeated in another data center, and then the HTTP load balancer is updated with a second DMZ pool member for failover. The resulting architecture exposes an application load balance between 2 data centers via DMZ config with a flexible secure mesh and app security services offloaded to F5 Distributed Cloud versus handling these at the origin on VMware. Check out this workflow guide on GitHub and give it a try yourself today.